Okay, here we go. Oh, sorry, 1 second. My the small got something stuck in the bottom of my shoe, my slipper. There we go. It was irritating my side. What the hell's that? No, a bit of like crumbled up cat treat. I just got stuck to my sock and put it in my slipper, and there we go. Right, okay. Right. Let's just get on with things, shall we? I need to press a button over here, and I need to do the load game bit. Trying to what I was going to do. Yes, advanced power. So yes, we have three goals for today. At least the sort of what I'm planning on. I say we, I mean me and the colonist. Finish off the advanced power stuff. Oh, I'll come to that in a second. Setting up the gene lab and starting work, so the hybrid lab, and starting work on the casino, because the hybrid lab and the gene lab are slightly different. I've also found out that through looking through settings and stuff, that one of the mods I have already installed has an option to make the research screen in a different layout to make it easier to see what I've done. Like it doesn't show like the interactions at the map, kind of in the same way. It shows it more as like as a. Well, you'll see. Right, so let me just unpause the game, let it do its thing, and I will show you. I think I've also sorted out the glitching with the carpet mod as well. I think, which was it was under miscellaneous, wasn't it? So like floors. There we go. Yeah, it was just an ordering issue and a texture issue with the other ones. Just ran it through the sorter again. It fixed it. Not a problem. Right. Okay. So I've looked at some things. I may need to make this bigger, like wider wise. So I think what I may do, in order to keep space to do that, because it will allow for like more complexity and other bits and pieces. I think what I'm going to do is, I was originally going to put the hybrid lab here. I think instead I'm going to put it to the south here, and then have like the wings, sort of like keep it with its own module like I had before, but then have, I don't know, we'll keep this like there, and then have like a wing for like get your brain again, Chris. Extra add-ons, stuff like that. Like the basically like the creation room and the gestation room, stuff like that. But that's coming up very, very soon. So yeah, that way this will give me the space to expand outwards. I'm not gonna do it all one now, but basically there's a thing that I can add to this, which will expand the complexity. Each little module that I'd put, I'm not sure exactly what it is. Yeah, this is something else as well. These like gene nodes that I can put in that have like basic, so I can make like a complete basic genome pack, and it's just basic stuff. So I'm not sure if I'm going to use those, but you can see they've got farmer, intern, culture, warrior. So yeah. These are like, if I just want to have like a farmer one, it has all the basic genes for making a farmer, all the basic genes for making a. Again, it's just like little pre-packaged story modules, but that's not what I'm after. What I need, you see, I've done a little bit of rearranging. Is you've got the extractor, and there's other extractors I can make as well, but that's what this area is going to be. This is going to be like the extraction area sort of thing. This will be where it's created, and this will be where the data is stored. But what will probably happen is I will extend, like I say, this out, so probably out there, and that to match it. So if that goes out like 13, that side will go out 13 as well. And then I'll have the hybrid lab basically down in this area underneath. So it's all in one rough area. But the research screen, as you can see, this is now slightly different. And it now has all of the tabs on here. I think what I will do though is I will hide finished research projects. There we go. I can always tab that back on if I need it. So like alpha crafts, all done. Dubs by hygiene, still got smart toilets and hot tubs. The expanded roofing, you might not be able to see it properly on the stream. This is like say 2 of 4. So I've got two of those bionics and surgery. Let's just sort it by, there we go. So I've got like the writing stuff. Don't have to worry about that. Thing is just trying to remember what they come under. Trying to think what they would come under now. So for example, Neolithic. Nope. There we go. Actually, let's just turn that back on for the moment. There we go. Right, let's try and where it is. Oh, we go. Simple learning. That's it. So yeah, simple learn. Oh, it's Neolithic. Oh, spelling it wrong. Yeah, got all these ones here. Where's it? We've got different storages. We've got advanced storages. But try and find the one I was trying to think of that I needed to make. Genetic research. This is for the hybrid stuff. I think it's under. Might be under main. That's like the main. See, it's like 93. Oh, actually, I might need to move that over so I can actually see what it is. List width. There we go. Let's just crank that to say 400 for now. Okay, so it's not going to affect that. But what I'll do is I click on that and it will. You can see it's a little bit different. It shows me multi-analyzer, what I've got, what I need to do to get there, all that stuff. I'm trying to think what it is. What it is like. Oh yeah, I can queue stuff up as well, which I didn't realise I could do before. But I probably will just keep it just to the one for now. But it's good like I can just go click queue up everything needed to get this technology, stuff like that. Where's it gone? Oh no, it's for something else. Oh, that's why. Yeah, there we go. That'll be why. I don't think what it is. Not the archaeogenetics. It is. I'm trying to think what it's called. Oh, there we go. Gene processor. That's what I need. So let's pop that in the. Let's actually add that to. Yeah, let's stick that in the queue. Yeah, build gene processors which allow a gene assembler to create xenogerms, basically implant into genetics of higher genetic complexity. So I can research it now, or I can stick it in the queue. So I'm going to stick it in the queue, and then the next thing will be built will be that, and I can move that up and down. I mean, that's like almost finished, so I might as well let it go. But then each one of those adds 2 to the complexity stuff. So we've got the archive. So I can click on that. The archive. Boom. So I can put one there. And the more of these I have, you can see they all link. They all link to it. It has to be within line of sight, but it's got a fairly generous range actually. That's like, you know, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 12, maybe even more. It probably goes up to like about 20 or something like that in terms of range. But for now, I can just add those, and then as you know, as we require more complex genetics, I can start adding more and more of the those thingies on. Right. So that's that one. Next will be let's just start queuing it up now. Advanced power, I think it is, or is it power generation? There we go. It's solar panels. There we go. So if I click on all, there you go. It will basically show all the ones that are all basically it's a much more improved. Yeah. It's gonna take me a little while to get used to it because I got used to seeing the map of where everything was all linked together, but this is actually pretty good. So, for example, advanced power sources. Because better tech green power generators include advanced solar panels and wind turbines. Right. So that's what we're going to have to be working on today. Is the advanced power tech stuff. So what I'm going to do is, if I look at the power, see, and you can see here we have advanced solar power, advanced water mill generation, advanced geothermal. So let's start off with let's start off with those two for now. We're going to lose a bit of power, but I'm going to do them one at a time. So let's deconstruct that one as well. But we'll do one of the geothermal ones at a time, because otherwise it'll go really bad. Let's see. Let's make another one of these as well, just so we're all in the right place. Okay, I'm going to put a floor in here. Yep, usual straw matting floor. Put a door, obviously. We'll have one. Where is it? Sorry, no, there you go. One. No, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's not exactly this matching, but it'll do. Right, so there's that. We'll start to upgrade these in a bit, then with the same with the batteries. Okay, so that's that. I say this is going to be remade into like a proper, sort of research area and crafting area, but that's not that important. This will be the food production. Obviously, this is the robots and general storage. This is where anybody who has... We're going to keep our boy L3 in his little cryostasis tube at the moment, mainly because we want to get at least a decent amount of the the enhanced devil's lettuce ready for him. But one of the main things is going to be the casino. Now I need to decide, this casino is going to be pretty chunky, so I need to see first of all how big this is going to be. So looking at this, that's as far as it can go. So yeah, this is going to be big. But this is not going to be something that's going to be done in one go. And that's as far as I can build it. So you can see, this casino is going to have lots of things in it. So as you can see, this is potentially also how big the shopping area can be. If I do it up to from there to there, and you know what, let's just get the so I can get things lined up. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is all lined up. Good. Yeah, people can come in. There's going to be lots of lighting. There's going to be roulette tables. Basically anything that I can find in the game that's for entertainment, roulette, anything like that will be put in here. Yeah, this will be shopping, and this will be like the restaurant, probably to about sort of here. You know what? Let's just put like a little, so that I know that this will be the whole thing. Then there we go. Again, just so I know what I'm doing more than anything else. I'm not going to fit it out. We've got 35,000 one, so you know what? Screw it. Let's just do it. There we go. Okay, so how many is that from there? That is 20. Okay, so there's probably going to have columns here or something like that. So look at that. So that's then to what there. There we go. Obviously, we'll put like a proper thing like that in there, and then this can be probably like a new. This will probably end up being like a a new storage area or a fridge just for like the hotel stuff. A little bit more organised. Same for the kitchen, although we probably won't need it with the replicator system, but this is going to be like a dining room, and I'm going to have to look up the guide for how to set up a dining room with the hospitality mod. But that's basically the outline of what the hotel's going to look like, with, you know, a couple of extra, say, like storage areas here if needed. Alright, okay, so we'll let that go. Obviously this is going to take a long time to break down. That's fine. That's fine. We need to work on, say, getting things upgraded. It's going to take time for us to get the psychoid stuff done, but we'll get there. That's why I've put our vampire boy in the I can just click on that. See, he's there. See, he's not yeah, he's not getting any worse. He's not improving. He's not getting any worse either. The same for like the educational stuff. As we develop the more text for it, we will add more and more to here. This is just like the general melee training. We'll see that the wall's been repaired. Very nice. But here we go. This guy's having a little chill in the room there. That's pretty good. Right, okay. So where's the oh, everyone's sleeping, that's why. Alright. Okay, so I think, what is it? I think I was going to move someone to the new, yeah, Kyochi and Calico. I think we're going to have the new rooms, didn't I? So let's have, because Kyochi has been, you know, he's basically stuck next to the geothermal unit. Let's set this bed to Kyochi. There you go. And then do one of these beds, whichever one gets finished first, will then go to Calico. And then we can just keep expanding this. If it gets to a point when it's like up here, then we're like, yeah, I may just like stick in some barracks or something like this. And as you can see, they now have the proper symbols matching up. Kind of. So sort of, that's like a blue. That's like a purple. So they look similar, but they're. And at first glance, I thought they were the same. That the mod had broke, but no, it's just like, for some reason, that's the blue, and that's a sort of purple. Okay, so we're probably going to lose a little bit of power soon, but let's have Flotsy actually deconstructing that, and then we can put the new improved. Oh no, I shouldn't say that. No, the new. It can have a new or it's improved. You can't have both. Right, okay, so power. We want the advanced geothermal one. There you go. Boom. Okay, so we'll find the other ones. We'll do all of those first. Now, if I look correctly, so this outputs 5,200. Whereas this outputs 3,600, so it's almost I think it's about 50% more, which is quite a bit. Let's go see. Yeah, I'm not going to do it all at once, but there we go. Masterwork, wooden end table. Oh, very nice. Wind blocked. Okay, yeah, we know about that. Auto cut. Yep, cut now. Auto cut now. So there's a because these won't work properly until these areas are cleared. What a lot of people do, and I'll probably do it myself, is just put down some concrete paving so stuff doesn't regrow. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so we'll set that one to. Who did I set it to again? Calico. There we go. You've got a nice big bedroom now, Calico. Like your cousin, Kyoshi. Right. But yeah, you can see. Oh, there you go. Yep. See, things are now. I mean, this is a bit messy, but that's fine. I do like these these tiles, these sterile tiles, because it helps to, especially like in the lab-like environments, it just seems to work really well for me. So you're just getting a little bit of a power, but we're going to need some advanced batteries. So, do we have advanced batteries made? Don't think we do. Pause that for a moment. Advanced batteries, right. Let's put that in the queue. There we go. So we've got something to, to withstand all the extra power we are going to be pumping out. We don't want things to short circuit because there's too much power going into them. So we need to get that. Who's in the nutty? That was Calico. Yeah, she's in the nutty. Right. There you go. Panther Furkid Tribal. Well, there you go. Put that on. Hey, Flossie's leveled up. Good for him. Yeah, I'm going to go up the Clefagerator path because you can get like Fire Shield and eventually Extinguish Flames, which is pretty jazzy. So I'm going to start. Anybody who's got that, and I'll probably just get most people into at least this to do that, and then have each of them have their own individual path sort of thing. Alright, okay. So let's actually, what's this? This is the fine wood floor. Make sure I did the right one because, oop. There we go. Oh, we've got some visitors. Okay. Yeah, this is going to take a while to build, but you know what? I am okay with that. I'm very much okay. And the hotel casino thing was a long-term project anyway. So what's this we need? We need advanced components. Okay, so let's make a queue of. You know what? Let's put that to the top of the queue. There we go. Because the drones will start doing it as well. They've got the power coming in for the Replimat, power coming in for the Medipod. This is a nice Army 17 indoors, which is quite nice. Calico, oh yeah, probably haven't given you a work thing, have we? No, we have not. Properly, so let's set that to 1, bed rest, set that to 1, hall as well, basic, no, we don't have childcare. Yeah, the waiting and the selling is for the restaurants and the shops, so I know it's something to do with that. So you've got learning, yeah, let's put you onto the learning. You're a child, so let's put you onto learning 1. All the kids get learning 1, everyone else gets to learn whenever they get a chance. And hall, just because, always grab something when you're bimbling along. Let's have a look. So they can't do anything else. Childcare, yeah, okay, that's pretty much. I mean, I could clean, but that's what we've got the Roombas for. There you go. That's it. Calico is now. Especially this. Oh no, we can't do anything else because Marcos is there. Right. Okay. I was going to do. Oh, that's it. Yes. Can't. So it's the advanced components we're going to need lots of. So let's see if anyone. Yeah, let's have Cersei working on it. She's got a decent construction skill. Oh yes, these 2 rooms need lights, don't they? Well, these 3 rooms need lights. Okay. Eventually, I'll probably replace these with the powered lights, but at the moment, the wall torches work just as well. Right. Okay. So, looking at this, I need to. Was it the gene processor? Yeah. So to begin with, I'm gonna have 1, 2. Let's have let's have 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll have a gene bank underneath it there. So we go here 1, 2, 3, 4. Then another gene bank. Oh no, not a gene bank. We need a gene archive. No, gene register. That's what we want. We want the free one. We can pop that there. So obviously I need to have room to let them go in and do everything else as well. Good evening. So they need to sort of pop in and do stuff like that as well. But I think, actually, let's have a look at the, let's have a look to see where those, yeah, I found out one of the mods, like I said earlier, I think it's Dub's mini menu, reorganises the research screen so everything is now on a list, and I can search through and it shows what I need to unlock, and I can queue it up, and I can do a lot more funky stuff with it. And I had that from the pretty much from the beginning of when I installed loads of mods. So the good thing is I can keep adding stuff to this and it won't clog up the whole screen. I can just go all the way through it. The only downside is, and I think this might be, is, and I think that's just because I've got so many mods installed, is it kind of clips over here, but that's a minor issue. I don't, I'm not too fussed about that. I'm more fussed about using this to figure out what I'm doing. And what was it? Oh yeah, so now we come about the mechanoid upgrades. I've not got any of those, as you can see. So, oh, it's also because I've got battery marks on there. There we go. That's something I keep doing. Is I keep looking in this and be like, why is it nothing in this? There should be things in it. And I realise it's the filters on. So yeah, so we've got all the artisanal stuff, which is this is all the thing that's going to go like in the, like I say, in the kitchen, the mech things. It also shows, I think, what I need to get. I think that's what that means. The Arcotech stuff. This is what it all unlocks as well. It's actually really good little design. I say, the only tiny little grievance is, like I say, with it is the the clipping. Yeah, because of that. I've tried to. Actually, let's have a look. I think that might also be to do with the fact that I have the UI text slightly larger because it's easy for me to see it. So I think it's that's interfering with it. So it's not necessarily the mod's fault. It's just a setting that I have picked, and the mod, they're not meshing properly. But again, that's not a big deal, which is why I'm not complaining. So you've got research, the list width, which is basically this side here, research completion mode, and that basically tells me, if I click on dialogue, it comes up here. Letter is the thing that pops off down the side here, the more important one. So it's like, if not too fast, you just want to be notified, stick it up there. If you want it to be like, look, you choose the other one. Try and okay. So what was I going to look for? You got the cooking stuff, genetic research. So yeah, this is the the genetic research one. This is the hybrid stuff that I was talking about, and you get things like this: mecha hybridization. Create biomechanical lab beacons to find mecha hybridizers and construct mecha hybrid antennas to support more. So basically, I can have cyborg genetic abominations. Here we go. This is like the basic, also the implants and stuff like that, which is great. Mechanoid upgrades. So see, there's a lot I have got to do. A lot. And I'm quite happy with this. It's just trying to decide what to work on next, and sometimes get spoiled for options. Like, yeah. What was it? They were saying, oh, it's probably because I haven't researched it. That's why. So, yeah, we've got the advanced cellular regeneration, archaeogenetics. So that's it. Archite gene extraction. But basically, these are the more these are like advanced versions of this, but as you can see there, it is Archite, and Archite is like the the top tier technology, and a lot of it is powered by those capsules. So it's kind of self-limiting, so that no, you don't get. I mean, you can change the settings in normal mods. Obviously, that's the way. But I'm keeping most of the settings as close to the baseline as possible, with a few exceptions here and there that I just found incredibly annoying. Like there was one event which was called the Long Night, and I did not like it. Not in a this is bad. This is just like, no, this is just not fun. This is not a this is interesting, right? It's forcing me to do some stuff. It's like, nah, it was just monotonous. And a lot of people who said that, yeah, we get it's called the Long Night, but it's ridiculously long. So yeah, you can change how long the set and stuff like that, but I was just like, you know what, yeah, I'm turning that one off. Now, that's not to say on future playthroughs I may turn it on. You know, I can do that. But for this one, like I say, I'm keeping this relatively chill, not so frustrating. And then, because I'm learning the game. Now, on my next one, I'll be like, right, okay, I'll start to crank it up until I get to a point where I find like a nice balance between things. But having it under, one of the inbuilt chill playthrough settings, yeah, I'm okay with that. And I love that they give it the option. I 100% love that they give games the option, because if people want to go, balls to the walls, okay, raids every 5 minutes, sort of gameplay, and they enjoy it, fucking brilliant. It's not a game mode I'll be playing, but I love that it's there for people who do. I am a big supporter of options for games, even if I don't use them, because more options, more people can play it, everybody wins. It's like accessibility options. 90% of them I won't use. There will be a couple that I may use, and I'm glad they're there. It's the same logic. Excuse me. It's like pineapple on pizza. I personally cannot stand pineapple. It's a texture thing. But if somebody else wants to have pineapple on their pizza, that's freaking great. The only time it's been an issue was been when someone has had something like seafood. Like old girlfriend had, she liked like tuna mayo sandwiches and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I have a intolerance, shall we say, to borderline allergy to seafood. So it was one of those, yeah, darling, I love you very much, but I cannot kiss you if you've been eating a tuna mayo sandwich. Yeah, but that wasn't me stopping her from eating them. It's just like, if you're gonna eat it, just give me a heads up. That's all. Right. Okay, so I think I will keep. I think I'll hide the ones that have been done. There you go. I won't hide the locked ones, but I will hide the finished ones. So it'll make the this look at that, custodian gene processor. Yeah, it even tells me here what I need to do this as well. And again, I freaking love Primaris. Yeah, we're gonna have Primaris and everything else like that. Plasma reactors. Yeah, uses uranium to generate a yeah, this I think this is like end game. 7,000 research units. There's also as well implants for sanguiphage, the space marine, stasis regeneration, cloaking device. It's that 12,000 research units for a personal cloaking device. That's warp potential. Yes, I feel the warp overtaking me. It is a good pain. Oh, I love those games. Yeah, I realised today that without kind of meaning to, I mean, not consciously, this is slowly becoming a Warhammer 40,000 playthrough. The hotel/casino is like the front. What we use to make money so we can work on the real project, the Genome Project, aka the Primarch Project. Am I turning into the Emperor? No, I'm more like Malcador. Oh dear. And honestly, if the first Primarch we make is either, if we can pick, I want it to be, yeah. If we can pick which Primarch we get to begin with, I would very much like it to be Rogel Dawn. If we can't, and it's semi-randomised on the ones that are available and have been added in, then so be it. But I imagine that Primarchs are pretty directed projects, like they're like basically genetics, zeniths kind of things. Flawed, but yeah, I am. I'm turning into the Emperor. Right, okay. This is going to be interesting, and I swear by all that is holy, if I do manage to create a Primarch, let's say it is Rogel Dawn or Rabute Guilliman, and he gets killed by a freaking turkey, I am rage uninstalling this game if that happens. I am rage uninstalling. Right. Okay, so what do we need for this one? So yeah, it's the advanced components. So that's what's going to slow things down at the moment, because we've only really got one bench. I can just make a second bench. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can make a second bench somewhere. Where can I make a second one of these? Because it's got to be indoors. Oh, let's put it over here, actually. Because I think if I move this, let's reinstall it there. Because it doesn't really matter where it goes, just that it has to be somewhere. And then this can be reinstalled over here. This we can get rid of this zone here. And then we can put a second one of these fabrication benches in here, and then that copy the same builds from here. So actually let's just crank that up to 40, I think. Yes, and let's crank up to 50. 50 is a nice round number. There you go. Then we can put like a bench. No, we kept it at 24 reason. No, remember now. Let's just crank it down to 30. There you go. So that way they will work on the advanced components. So now I can just copy the builds that are there, and this can just be fabricated stuff. And then as and when I need to add other things in here, like for example, ammo, bro. But we'll keep this just for this at the moment, just for these ones, because we do need to have, like I say, dedicated areas for armor, weapons, and then of course vehicles of all descriptions. But that's I still think that having those here, like the armor and weapons one here, will be good. This will be like the research area, just general research, and we'll keep storage here. This one will, I mean, maybe even put something down here, but I still can't believe we got that. Just can't remember where that came from. I knew where I found it, I just don't know where it came from. Right. Yeah, it's going to be the advanced components for now. So I'm not going to replace all of these at once, because then we'll end up having no power. It'll be one gets built, we'll work on the next one. One gets built, we'll work on the next one, and that'll be an ongoing project to upgrade all of the various bits and pieces, like the solar panels, these windmills. Because there's no point in getting rid of these until that. But we also do need, like I say, the advanced batteries. Right. Okay. So let's have a quick look at. So yeah, this is the plan, like I say, for the casino hotel. Shopping area, maybe like manufacturing storage area stuff here, I don't know. This will be the dining room, and here will be like again, I will probably just set up temporarily like a replicator system in there to begin with, but then we will have like I say, the like a double fridge or something. I'll work. Okay, I just needed to have the outline of where things were going. And then what I can also do then, if I do need to add in extra hotel rooms, I can just expand the hotel this way. So it's, what the fudge is that? That is, oh, it's a berry bush. So yeah, I can expand the hotel this way. As before, we are keeping this as the throne room. It's pretty much going to be, you know, under here with the golden throne there. Maybe the Primarch's bedrooms sort of off to the side or something like that. Again, it just makes, to me, it makes sense keeping it under a mountain. Which, if you are familiar with 40k lore, you would understand why I'm putting it underneath a mountain. We can pretend that this here is the Astronomicon. Obviously, we won't be sacrificing 1,000 psychers a day. Oh, there we go. Boom. The advanced geothermal generator outputting. Oh, there we go. Right. So we're now researching the battery. I mean, that was actually built pretty quick. All right, let's find the next one. Let's get rid of you. But yeah, we're going to be keeping this, like I say, the memorial garden. This is going to look, you know, have, you know, like grasslands. And actually, you know what? What I'm going to do, I am actually going to sort of preset where I want the things to go. So we'll keep that rock there as the sort of border. Again, I'm just going to, this is going to look weird, but don't worry. I know I jokingly said that's the Astronomicon. So let's say from there, actually. Boom. These I will let's say, can I put soil onto there? Yeah, we'll put some soil down into that because these are like just rocks at the moment. And then I can replace that afterwards. There we go. So that's going to look all nice and snazzy. Don't crash, don't crash. Oh, I thought the game was going to crash then. So yeah, this will be, as I say, the memorial garden. So I'll put like a, what do you call it, like a hedge around the outside of it or something like using this as the, what's it called, structure? Hedge wall. So yeah, I could put like a, there we go. I just want to see what it's like. There we go, advanced battery and large advanced batteries. Right, okay, let's see what, actually first of all, let's go, okay, we're getting close to the point where, how can I put it? Where we're not going to have to worry about power anymore. When we're going to have to worry more about power storage. That's going to be the tricky one, because again, I'm just going to do this slowly. This to me, oh, you know what? That's actually yes, no, we'll do one at a time. Stick to the original plan. That'll be there. And you know what? Let's copy this as well, so I know the corners. There we go. That will remind me then. Go, because you can use this to make like a hedge maze, but what I probably will do is once these quests run out, I will keep this area south of the geothermal plant for like memorials, like these kind of things. So you can actually destroy these as long as you don't do so whilst the quest is active. You know, it's like, yes, we want you to have this monument dedicated to our honour for a month, and you're like, sure, no problem. After that, they don't care. Like, yes, they did what we asked. They can break it down. It doesn't matter. They did what we asked. It's that sort of logic. You keep them happy, and it's a nice way of sort of getting morale and getting, you know, what's the word? Goodwill towards the allied nations and things like that. I mean, they don't look amazing, but they can be. You could. I could turn this into a crypt if I wanted to, or I could destroy it, or I could just, you know, make it into a little workstation. You know, you don't have to destroy it. You can repurpose it. That's the word I was looking for. imagine this is going to be a problem, but never mind. Right, so yes, batteries. We're going to need lots of new batteries. So, right, let's see how much space these ones take up in terms of both power and resources. So looking at power, so they take up the same size. I'm going to put one there, and again, it looks like it uses advanced components. And I'm going to put the advanced battery there. That takes up 2 of the older ones. So the basic battery doesn't say because that's just a blueprint, I think. Yeah, it doesn't say because it's just a blueprint. Okay, we'll come back to that afterwards. It's when we start getting this factory stuff as well. The factory stuff is ridiculous. Like, honestly, the more I'm looking into this game, the more impressed I am with it. Yes, I do have some niggles and annoyances with it, but for everything that makes me just go with it, there's about 10 things I really like. Like mods, for example. Yeah, the game takes a long time to load up if you've got a ridiculous amount of mods, but I also have to factor in I've got OBS running, which does take up stuff. Because when OBS isn't running, and if I decide, that's it, you know what, I've got to the end of the stream playing with this, I'm going to keep this, like No Man's Sky, I'm going to keep this game pretty much on my hard drive, and I'm actually going to crank it up to see how many mods I can install before it just completely melts. I will, of course, back up my save and mod folder. I am not a silly boy, but there is a part of me that just wants to, like I did with Skyrim and Fallout and things like that. And I will, when I eventually get around to playing Baldur's Gate 3 again, part of me just wants to, there's always that, how far can I push this sort of logic. Right, okay, so let's talk about this thing before. It could only work 6. Now it can handle complexity genetics of up to 8. Apparently you can hook up about 100 of these. I'm not going to do that right now because that's a ton of resources being used and I don't need it right now. I need more the gene extraction stuff and I need more of the gene storage stuff. Plus, I also need, like I say, I need to work on the hybrid lab. So rather than wasting a wall, again, it just makes to me sense that I'm gonna use this. I'm going to I'll map out the floor, and then I'm gonna see how much I can produce, and then I'll add the walls in. So floors, sterile tile, just because I think this is probably this. So we start with the usual module size, which for me is internal 1111. Oh, we are getting low on silver. Okay. Yeah, let me just actually let me just Oh wow, we really are low on silver. Okay. Can always put something else in there. This is a temporary thing. It's a mosaic tile, which is like a... Yeah, I don't think it really matters too much in the genetic labs because they're all going to be growing up in the artificial wombs and things like that, or the gestation pods, whatever they're called. So let's go. No, let's just go with. I mean, I still want this to have like a lab-like look to it. So let's go with. No, I don't go just paved tile. I mean, paved tile's not bad. Yeah, so the paved tiles aren't ugly. They're basically, where is it? No. Yeah, these are the paved tiles. So, as you can see, they're functional. I think I'll use the paved ones for now. And then as we get more silver, I can replace it if I decide I want to. So, like I was saying, starting off with my usual module size of internally 11 by 11 or 13 by 13 if you want to go by the walls. Pop that there. That will then clear and lay out the flooring for that. And what I would then need to do, which I think it is under here. Have I researched that yet? That's for the mech stuff. I've got the gene extractor, we've got the gene processor. This is the other one as well. This is like a version of this, but it prefers genes. Where is it? That aren't already stored nearby. So actually, what I may do is I think I might actually get rid of this and replace it. Now that I've got this stuff for it, I think I might replace it with the or keep it, like move that one over to there, and then keep the keep them so that we've got two of them. You know, one for like more specialised and one for the random or whatever. But they still produce the same sort of thing. It's just that one of them is like literally, you've got 10 genes. Boom. Dice is rolled. That particular gene it is. Whereas the other one will be, you've got 10 genes, it'll be rolled. You've already got that one. Okay, it's a re-roll. So it will still be randomised, but it will be biased towards ones we don't have. And I'm just trying to think, do I want to have both of them, or do I just want to replace that with the more specialised one? I'm thinking actually I don't want to be have overloaded with like lots of gene things at once. I mean, I can always put the other one in. Yeah, I think I'll dismantle this for now because I've turned it off. So yeah, let's deconstruct it for the moment, and I will move. I'll move that to the north there, and then I'll still keep it in here because it still fits within the 3x3 grid. It's just instead of the entry point being there, it'll be more in the middle because it's got like an extra data bank what's it on the side. So that's that. And then this point will be, like I say, for like this middle bit will be for the processing and the creation. This bit will be for like the data storage. I think I may even put like a sort of wall there to stop people from coming in unneeded, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. There you go. Yeah. Once Flotsy's made this. The other thing as well is that these take up 50 watts of power, which isn't a huge amount, but as you can imagine, it will still quickly add up. Again, look on here. Boom. I can now make genes of up to complexity 10. So that'll be 12, and then this will be where ones are stored. And then again, as this gets filled up, I'll just add more and more. I'll do it gradually rather than dumping a whole load at once. So, but yeah, that to me makes more sense doing that. Okay, so let's look at biotech. The growth fat. I don't want to go with the growth fat yet. The mech stuff is pretty good because mechs they're a little bit more fiddly, but they're kind of like a halfway between the bots, like the drones we've got now, like the Roomba and stuff like that, and pawns. They do produce waste when they're charging. It's not so much that they like crap and stuff in them. It's just more like the process of recharging and produces like waste material. So you have to have some way of setting up of dealing with that, which can be done because I've got the recycling benches and things like that. But for the moment, I'm going to focus more on the genetic side of it. I probably will go up to the mechs at some point, but the other thing I'm working on is, and it will be in the thing, being the colony at some point, and I think I may do that on this playthrough, is rather than having mechs, although I haven't said that the mechs are pretty sweet, I can't deny that, especially some of the big chunky boys, I may also have the androids as well on this one. If I do have the mechs, it'll probably just be like one or two. So I'll need to have someone be a mech, like a mech sort of like, you know, have the control thing implanted in their brain and whatnot. But there is a point where you can have like I don't call it a just stout core that can control the mechs without having to have someone designated. So if I'm going to do it, I may go down that path, which is slightly terrifying if you think about it. You know, we're talking like, am I building the Borg? Yeah, it's basically you build a sort of version of the proto version of the Borg Queen. Yeah, the androids can become awakened as well, but yeah, this is going to be a playthrough that's going to take me a while to finish. I'm going to be playing this for the foreseeable future until I get bored, basically. I really will admit that. Or something happens and I get so frustrated, I'm like, nope, I'm going to have to step away from the game for a long time. Then it may happen. Probably won't, but it may do. I'm just keeping things realistic. No. So I need to try and remember what I need for here. Because, yeah, I think the way I want to do it, I'm going to have like sort of three points to it. No, actually, I'm going to do this now. Right. So, this central, I may even put like doors in there actually. Yeah, I might actually put some doors in there so this will be like one sort of centralized, you know, thing. But yeah, the way it's going to work is this will be like where all the work and all the magic is done. I think I will keep this area. Again, I'll put like another thing down. This will be where the genomes will be stored. And I think this. No, but this is where the food and stuff is. I don't want them possibly breaking out. I have to think about that. Well, either way, these two extra side bits are going to be. One of them is going to be the nursery, the place where they are, you know, the test tube animals and things like that grow up and are looked after. But I think actually, now that I think about it, actually, I'm going back on my plan I just said. Because I'm going to need to keep them probably fed, if I put it here, I can then like cordon this area off and, you know, have basically a version of like this, but set up for possible abominations and things like that. And plus this also gives me room. If I need to expand it, I can just expand it south. So I've still got a little bit of room, not fully. Oh yeah, and there's the pile of shame. we won't talk about that. Okay, dokie. Right. So yep, this is going to be cleared out as well. This is limestone. Oh, okay, limestone. All right, fair enough. We'll keep this. Oh, you know what? I'm going to cancel it there because I don't want those graves being covered over. I suddenly realised, like, yeah, if I'm planting grass there, it could cover over those graves. I don't want to do that. Because this has got one of our OG, yeah, water. Died on the 14th of April, May, 5500. So that was 6 years ago. In-game. So we are on December. It's basically 2 months merged together. 5506. So yeah, this colony's been going for, I believe the time starts on the 1st of January, February or something, whatever they called it. But it's basically, like I say, it's like April, May, stuff like that. Okay, so this is going along there. This is an ongoing project. What we do? I mean, that's freaking ridiculous. That might eventually be a bit too big. That's what she said. So I may divide that into like into half, and just have like a casino part here, and then have other stuff over here. if it gets too big, or even just like put like a partition of like drapes, or a temporary wall down the middle or something like that. Because yeah, actually I'm going to have to, because they're going to need columns. So I will probably have to put some columns in at some point. But for now, yeah, I think I'll be okay. Alright, just because I want to be a set, we're going to go with a hard save. Right, okay. So, we have one there. What is that? That is a individuals battles having pulled. Okay, so yeah, something like that I will probably move up to, say, the memorial garden. Yeah, we've got here to sort out as well, but that's not a... Let's actually just expand that. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct these. Ooh, apparently I need neutramine at some point. I do need that. Yeah, I know the coffee beans are rotting. I know. Still need to do something about this, but... Let's see. Okay. So yeah, the advanced... Is that the advanced battery? Yes, because it's got the two... Or did I put a normal battery, or did I make an advanced battery? Let's just have a look. Oh. Yeah, let's put in an advanced one there as well. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, I built a regular battery, not an advanced one. Oh well, these things happen. So yeah, the regular battery stores 600 WD, which I think is their wattage units. 50% efficiency. It's going to be interesting to see the comparison between them. But I think these need a lot of plasteel, don't they? Yeah, so we may have to set up a plasteel farm again. How much plasteel have I got? 956. Okay, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up another plasteel farm. Well, I did have one, but I mean, as I said, I've got a fair amount of plasteel there, but I'm going to need a chunky amount of it. All right, let's deconstruct that one. Right, we'll see how much these large batteries take up as well. It might be more efficient to have like multiples of those, especially if also need more of those. 2 work units left. Really, Dave? Seriously, there was 2 work units, and you went off to have some lunch. Okay, thank you. Okay, so the large advanced battery stores up to 2,000. Okay. Literally 2 work units left, and he went off for lunch. Okay. Oh yeah, because it was a prototype, so yeah. Basically, the prototypes have a what's the word? Have a greater chance of failing when being built, because obviously they don't know exactly how to make it. Right here, for example, yeah, see the gene packs stored up, that can start up to 80. So with those as well, there's 2 there. We have a storage of 84 gene units. So yeah, once this has been deconstructed, I'll replace it with a more advanced one, and then if we get to a point that I need to get more, I can just pop it back in. I might even put some stuff around here. I don't know. Let's see something. Okay, so I can put some of these things basically up here if I need to. So pretty much, yeah, I could. Actually, you know what? I could have that. Let's see. Let's just do that. Let's move. Now that I know that works, let's pop that all the way. Yeah, very faint. Let's move that all the way up to there. And then I can have the entrances, like lab doors, like glass doors or something, going into the hybrid labs, and have that. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Lovely jubbly. Yeah, said it before and I'll say it again. I'm kind of kicking myself because of how much this game. Like, why did I not start playing this game beforehand? And then the more sort of regular part of my brain just turns around and says, "You were put off by the graphics." If I'm brutally honest, that's exactly what it was. I was put off by the graphics. I thought, oh, this is quite a simple game. Doesn't look like my cup of tea. I got like a humble bundle thing with it, and this has been sitting in my library because of like a humble bundle deal collection for a good couple of years. And I just kept seeing stuff pop up on Reddit and things like that about it. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't look too bad. Wait, you can do this in it? You can do X, you can do Y, you can do 6, and then like, yeah. And then as time went on, I'm like, I might have to give this game a proper look. And yeah, eventually, like I say, I gave it a try that one time with the full on. You know what? If I don't like it, I don't like it. And yeah, yeah, here we are now. Right, no. I need you to bank these genomes, please. She's proud to. She's hauling some steel to the advanced battery. Okay, fair enough. I mean, that is quite important. Right. So yeah, once this is done, and look at that. That advanced battery is full up already, and it has a 90% efficiency. So I think the efficiency basically means however much excess is being generated, that's how much of or how quickly it can store it. So if they're generating like say 2 spare watts per hour at 50%, let's say 10 spare watts per hour at 50% efficiency, this will store 5 per, I think it's tick, and up to the capacity. And at 90% efficiency, that means it will store 9 per tick up to the capacity. So I now just need to see what the regular one is compared to this one, but unfortunately they fluffed up the building of that, so we'll have to wait till that's built. But hey, okay, so looking at this, yeah, the grid excess is 25,000 at the moment, so we've got plenty of power, we just don't have it being stored. So you can see here, 11,000 is being stored. So we are storing we are wasting 50% of what we're making. So I don't think we need these firewood generators anymore. So I'm actually going to deconstruct these, and I'm going to replace. I don't know what I'm going to put in here though. Maybe food and stuff for the nutrient replicator. I'd like to go up here. Maybe. I'll keep this one as bamboo for now, because bamboo is pretty good as both a building material and a organic resource. So let me just see. Can I put bamboo in the nutrient thing? Let's just see. I cannot. Okay, so yeah, it's whilst those organic is not organic enough to be used as nutrients. So it needs to be food-like. Gotcha. Although you can kind of eat some things of bamboo. Some of them. Not all of them, though. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's going on. Where was it? Oh, it's down here. Yeah, regular geothermal. Okay, so let's deconstruct these two for the moment, and we'll let that do that. This is working on here. Okay. Cersei's coming to put the gene packs back, and I'll get her to deconstruct that one so we can put the advanced one in there, and then we can start having people. There we go. Right. Actually, Cersei, can you deconstruct that one, please? Then some of the materials. I'm sure I needed to know that game. Thank you for informing me. Right. So it's biotech. The machine was slowly transitioning, preferring genes not already stored nearby. There we go. So I can pop that there. I mean, I might. Oh, there you go. Basic engineering skill genes. So yeah, it looks like I can just use any 2 gene packs for these. Oh, there you go. It's compressed it there. Oh, that's good. Oh, it's compressed it. I was wondering where the others had disappeared to, but yeah, it's I can just go. You know what? Yeah, give me a basic gene node for mechanic. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It might. Oh wow, they are quite small. 2, 3, 4, 5. I could put them there. Like just have 3 there and 3 there and have them just. Yeah, I could do that. I could use them to fill in the gaps there. 2 there, 2 there, maybe 1 there, 1 there. Yeah, because yeah, that could work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they look like they all use any gene packs. It might be worth me just getting just some basic gene packs. You know, I want to use them, but at the same time, I don't want to build them and then have them use up, you know, like really rare genes or something like that. But I mean, it's not. I suppose that's kind of the point. Is you build them. Yeah, I can see how it works. Yeah, I can see the logic. Right. Okay. So let's now start put some more. Say some more over there, just so things get organised. There you go. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do the door. I want to have like big doors going into here, like the double doors or something. Let's see if I've got any glass doors, because I love the idea of like we were watching Venom a couple of weeks ago when they're in the lab and they've got all the walls that are glass so they can see into them and things like that. I want to have the lab be something like that, where you can see what's all going on. So I'll probably have those as like the sort of structural supports. Doesn't need it, but you know, I just think it looks nice. So yeah, here will be. Let's have a look at the doors. The doors. So under structure, I think I want like a reinforced glass auto door. No, I don't. No, I want a double glass door, don't I? I want a double glass door. Oh, got glass wall. Okay. Oh yes, because we have glass. Let's decide where the doors are going to go first, and then we can extend the walls from the supports to the doors, sort of thing. Yeah, I want glass doors. I want glass doors. I mean, the ornate doors are good, but they use gold. I need. Oh, wait a minute! I might. Oh, can I do it like this? Can I? Yeah. So we've got plasteel, we've got gold, we've got bamboo, we've got sky steel. So these are all the minerals we've got. Building materials we've got in the game. Wood, steel, geosteel, blah 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 blah. Ceramite. Obviously, we're keeping that for ceramite, the adamantium, and the oromite. That's going to be kept for basically the 40k stuff, especially like the custodies and the vehicles and the golden throne. But let's see, armored door. Should the doors be armored, I wonder? No, we'll keep them as normal doors for now, and if they do try and break out, then we will replace them with armored doors or something like that. I want to see if they can make glass doors. I mean, there's a glass auto door. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's do like that. Let's do glass auto doors. And yeah, it's gonna need some. Oh, that's a point. Yeah, I need to run some electricity into here as well. I'll do that now, before I forget. Hidden conduits as always. We'll keep it going into the middle. Then it will ping off from the others. Same for you. And I think we're going to have... no, actually, no, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that because that's a wooden glass door. I want a ironwood glass door, which sounds like it's the same, but it's not. Alright. So look at the structure again. Yeah, because it's a wooden auto door. Now I want... where you gone? Ironwood or... no. Ironwood glass door. There we go. There we go. So one of those there. One of those there. And I think what? Glass door in the middle, and then again have these bits be glass. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so let's actually for the internal stuff we'll keep it as glass. Changing things, I know. Right, so in the glass walls. And oh, there we go, glass wall. Here we go. Sorry. Oh, I like the look of this already. This is going to be so freaking good when it's done. Yeah, we're going to need glass. Try and remember how you make glass in this. I think it's grind at a... yeah, I'm trying to think. No, this is a glass. No, I've done steel glass. Actually, no, it doesn't matter because it's going to be glass anyway, and we've got lots of steel. No, because steel's being used for other stuff. I remember now. Oh, you remember. This is why I've got to make sure I do the right. Well, we're definitely at the stage where I'll have to be careful about what resources I pick. There we go. Right, so let's try that again. This time making sure I'm picking the right material. Yeah, see, ironwood glass doors, but steel glass wall. I don't want steel glass wall. I want ironwood glass wall. Because obviously it uses a ironwood frame. Do I have ironwood? Oh, I'm going blind. I can't see it. Can I not make it from ironwood? Oh. Interesting. Oh. Maybe make it from marble. Yeah, I can't make glass walls with ironwood frames. Interesting. Yeah. All right, probably okay. That's fair enough. I'll use ironwood. So I hear marble. All right, not a major problem. I just didn't want it to be steel. Actually, marble fits in well more with the lab aesthetic, I think. Yeah. As Bob Ross would say, a happy accident. Okay. So, yeah, this will be the gene bank. This will be where the babbies are grown. Because then I can have like a cordon off area here where they can get food and they can have a little run around and things like that. I'll replace these as time goes on. Oh, there we go. Device battery. Yep. Because we just need to replace these as time goes. That's an ongoing thing. So I'm not going to say that part of it's finished because it won't be finished for a while. Visitors from the Jedi Enclave, and they're afraid to enter your territory because of Imperials. Don't worry, come on in. Everyone's happy here, as long as they behave themselves. Right. Okay, let's start planning out, like I say, where things are going to go. So, looking at... do I have... genetics on the genetics? Okay, I do not have the... is that one? New... what's in the research? Is it womb? Is that what it's called? Ah, there we go. Yes, the electro womb. So, yeah, this is where it's under. So this is genetic research. Okay, easy enough. So these are things I need to build. So genetic duplicate. I pretty much want to build at least one of each of these. But that's the last one I want to do. So yeah, duplication. creation, alteration, augmentation. So yeah, these are the things I need to do. I also need to set up a crafting bench to make the extractors that I need for it as well. Okay, so that's the reason why I can't do that. It's because, yeah, alright, fine. That's perfectly fine. I'll probably end up putting like these light columns in as well, actually. Okay, that's doing that. So yeah, we're going to do lots of going between different projects. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I know what this is here. Yeah, it's the Star Wars. I have to. I forgot that when I do the auto sort, it sorts out like 99% of the problems. But one of the problems is I then need to move the Star Wars mod manually, and then even though on all the forums they're saying stuff like that, so yeah, the auto mod stuff, sorry, the auto sort stuff is pretty good, but it's not perfect. It's like use it and then manually move those in order for the ones that give you trouble, and 9 times out of 10 you just move it down to the bottom of the list last in the part, and it seems to fix the issues. If it doesn't, yeah, it's not a major thing, but just mentally saying this out loud gives me something to do tomorrow. Or the weekend, more likely. More than likely, it'll be the weekend, because I've got some work to do tomorrow. Yeah, but I'm not how this is going. Yeah, keep the walls of steel. It makes it a little bit more robust. Oh! Okay, what's a gift from, oh, thank you, Shutdown Pie. Left me as a component. That's very helpful. Thank you very much. Right. Yeah, because then I can expand this, if need be, to put in more of these things. Yeah. Rather than having the area where the abominations and accidents here, that would probably be more beneficial to put them here. Then they've got like the food, yeah. And then over here will be whatever. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. Yeah, this is like that, an ongoing thing. It's going to stay there for a while, and then one day I'm going to come back and be like, oh, they've done it. So I don't need to keep checking on that. Yeah, our boy Elfrill could stay in there for quite a while. Until we can get like the gene that helps him out. Yeah, it's the Star Wars one, because these are so the Primordians, and because obviously the portrait mod doesn't have every single mod in it. It does its best, so sometimes you do get oddness like that. So, but it happens. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So yeah, it's the advanced components we need now. Right. Oh yes, that's what I was doing. Right. I was making another one of those. Let's make a copy of that. Let's pop that there. Oh, this is a fabrication cabinet. What does that do? What does that do? You know what? Let's pop one of those there. Try and what the fabrication cabinet does. Increases work speed when placed, and one workbench can link up to 2 fabrication cabinets. Oh, there we go. Boom. So yeah, that then ties into those 2. Excellent. Right. So this is all sorted out here. Let's remember the genes are there. Now, what is it I need to have? Oh yeah, this is it. Right. This is the interesting thing. So let's take that. Let's put a Nutrimine small one over here. Oh no, I need to set all these to non-critical. Let's set these to preferred, because then this will work a bit better then. Except for these. These are. We'll keep these as what do you call it? There we go. We'll keep these as critical because we need to keep our gene packs frozen. Right, let's try this again. So let's pick on the Nutramine. Let's put a little small shelf of it all the way over there. Nope, no, I don't want to do that one. There we go. So the Nutramine we need to keep, but we don't need to keep a lot of it. I still like why did they put it in the freezer? I do not know. I mean, this just gives us a bit of space. We can, I mean, if we really wanted to, we could expand this freezer even further out to like there. But I want to keep at least a little bit of a gap so any vehicles and whatnot can come along and just like drive out that way. So I don't want to have it right up to the edge, but I want to have it reasonably close. Plus, at the other end, I want to basically have a duplicate of that, so people aren't coming all the way in, just to put one thing and then go all the way back, and then go all the way back down to here. It's like, it was like this sort of size, not a problem. Here, maybe. But if it does go all the way up to here, I'm going to have to save, so have like another airlock system to keep the heat in. This is actually worked surprisingly well. I'm very happy with this. Very happy. Also happy with the privacy glitch. Okay. That's, I mean, how much wood we got? We've got 7,000 wood. Silver's slowly starting to come back up because of this. At some point, we're going to have to work on what's the word? At some point, we're going to have to work on having some more like level 5 drones. But I think we'll just skip the level 4 ones and we'll just go straight to level 5. Ooh, Neolithic board. Excellent. Okay, we're literally camouflage next. Okay, now we want to work on this. So let's actually, let's queue that one up. Creation. Where is it? Oh yeah, here we go. Orientation starter. We want we leave that together for that. Let's just pause it for a moment whilst I plan my research, because I want to get these done. So genetic duplication, creation. Yeah, this gives us the tinkering and the genomorpher. So let's pop that in. Alteration, that gives us the tissue grinder. Yeah, we're gonna need that though. The genome extractor table. Yeah, the costing corpus effectively doubles for each quality level. Yeah. Basically, the geno frames are what you use to combine with. Basically, it's like the sort of scaffold, I suppose you can call it, for when you want to make your hybrids. Yeah, the whole point is you're not really supposed to use it to get up to like the legendary tier. It's like this will get you to the functional, like normal tier, but it won't. It's prohibitive. It's exponential. It doubles each time. So I think it's like what 6 tiers. So think about it. It's like 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, maybe 64 if there's 7 tiers. That's a lot of corpses you would need to get up to that. So yeah, it's right. Okay, so we got genetic compatibility. So that's the implants. We'll leave that. Don't need them right now. And I think, there you go. We'll queue up those. We'll queue up those, and we'll let that run. I can't believe I've had that queue system since day one, practically speaking. This is why it's also another good idea to not, and this is more of me saying this to remind myself, not to add loads of mods at once, because not only do you have greater potential for there being problems, but sometimes you can also forget what you've installed and what they do. So I am being good, and I'm if I do add anything now, I just add 1 or 2 at a time, test it, set up the settings, make sure that it hasn't caused my previous saves to crash, because some of them don't work too well with existing saves. It's like I think I mentioned before, what do you call it, the ideology mod. Looks really, really good. It actually looks really, really good. But it is pretty much everyone recommends it's not something you want to add to an existing save, because it can cause weird interactions and stuff like that. And you pretty much get like assigned a ideology randomly sort of thing. But you can change it, but it becomes a lot more fiddly, and obviously the older your save is, the more issues it can cause, blah, 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 blah. So this will be one of those, once I get to a point, you go, you know what? I'm happy with this. I am perfectly happy with how this has gone. Then I will probably get ideology and then anomaly at the same time and install them all at once. But for now, I am perfectly happy with biotech and royalty one. So I even found out there's like there's actually like a magic mod that someone has added, but this was like pre-royalty coming out. But the majority of people are saying, yeah, the sidecar system is actually pretty good. If you get the magic one, then you're pretty much duplicating a lot of stuff that's in it. Like like I had the pre-biotech genetics mod, and also have the biotech stuff. There's a bit of overlap between the two, just because of the way it works. So yeah, it's. I'm not going to say we are plateauing at the moment, but we are at the stage when there's not a lot we can do, apart from just wait. We've got power coming in. We've got stuff being built. It's just going to be waiting. And I think once we get like a decent amount of ceramite coming in, then I will probably start to work on like the vehicle side of things. Right, I do vaguely remember saying that I wanted this area to be like the storage. So to me, it kind of makes sense. If I'm going to have like the weapons and ammo in a secure location, this area here feels like it is going to be the best area, because I mean, it is really close to the hotel. Really freaking close. Oh, there we go. Right, let's copy the things from there and let's paste those in. Boom, there we go. So to me, it makes sense to have the basic like weapons, ammo, and armor stuff here in a secure location. What I am going to do is I'm going to get rid of this here for now. There we go. I think trying to keep this as close to how this is laid out as much as possible will probably work out well, because obviously this is technically, we're looking down from like a mountain type thing. Now the question is, how do I want to do this? Because I have to figure out where things are going to go and what I'm going to use most. Because I'm thinking have the ammo stuff here with like an entrance on this side, and then have half of this divided into weapons and the other half divided up into armor. Question being, the question being, what's what? I mean, if I sort of chop this into thirds. The other one as well. Something else I found out. As I have a Warhammer 40k stuff installed, one of the things they haven't actually added, because it kind of already exists, is dreadnoughts. And dreadnoughts are, think Ed 209 crossed with Robocop with armour and heavy flamers and missile launchers. They are freaking walking sentient tanks because they have someone entombed within them. In this, they don't call them dreadnoughts, they call them war caskets, because of a lot of people use the war casket mod, which was added to other stuff. And yeah, in fact, let's have a look at that so I can sort of show you what I'm talking about. I think they're called war caskets. I'm trying to remember how it's spelt. That's the problem. Oh, here we go. War caskets. Right. So yeah. So, oh, here we go. Yeah. Build war casket foundries to manufacture basic war casket parts and outfit pawns to utilize said war caskets. Now, generally speaking, when you put somebody into that, they are not coming back out again. This is like if someone was like dying or injured and they're like, I wish to still serve the Emperor in my death, sort of thing. They would be put in this and they could still serve. And they become powerhouses. They may think, ooh, why doesn't anyone sign up for this willingly? Because it's as dreadful as you think it is. Now, what I'm thinking I will do to keep this more in line with the lore as well is, yes, I'm going to develop the tech for it, but I'm not going to, do it straight away. Because I am leaning towards this being and this is increasing on a daily basis by the looks of it, a 40k themed world. Generally, the way dreadnoughts, war caskets, whatever you want to call them, work is when a space marine dies to a point where their body is like really messed up, but they're still kind of alive, or they're really, really valuable, they will then get put in a casket. Now, technically speaking, because of the way Marines are really freaking tough, especially Custodies. Well, no, Custodies are not Marines. I must remember that. Custodies are not Marines. Very common misconception. They're slightly different. I think if we have a Marine drop, even if they then get healed afterwards, like in the Medipod, I think once we have some Marines up and running, then I think that the first one to drop, or any of them that drops, gets put in caskets. They'd sort of say that, yes, we managed to stabilise them, but their body is deteriorating. We need to build them a casket. And yeah, it's pretty messed up, but I think from my lore point of view, it is pretty fitting. So, as you can see, look at this. We have the basic war caskets, we have the weaponry for them, and these are, slug throwers, miniguns, grenade launchers, of the heavy flamers, combat knives, broadswords. Yeah, these are all dreadnought things, but I think they called them war caskets because this was before somebody brought out a 40k mod, and this has been, see that from vanilla expanded. It's like, do we really want to it's a dreadnought weapon. I know it's a dreadnought weapon, but we're not calling it a dreadnought weapon. In the same way that people may call lightsabers plasma swords. You know what they are, but then it's not that. So, yeah. Then we have more advanced weaponry, which is the charge lance, charge blaster, improved variations of war caskets, and I'm probably going to use dreadnoughts interchangeably, which lean towards speed, protection, because there's different patterns of dreadnoughts. You can see why somebody who is into 40k, like myself, yes, that's it exactly. Hashtag legally distinct. It looks like Godzilla, even though it isn't. But yeah, there's different variations on it. Like here we have like the space war caskets, which I think I'll probably save for the Primaris if I get any of those. This is in the far future. I do want to have vehicles at some point. Pretty soonish, really, because vehicles are really freaking good for hauling off to caravan sites and doing trade runs and things like that. But before we do that, we need to get armor, we need to get weapons, we need to get all the other stuff. So there is like a chain of things we need to do. technically, as I say, the casino slash hotel slash restaurant slash shopping area is, whilst originally that was what I was going to be focusing on, yeah, this will be that'll be the money maker. That will be what brings in the gold, brings in the silver, and things like that. Now, speaking of silver, and something I forgot to do before is I need to have another one of these, because these things do really freaking well. Plus, the fish is good. It's a good source of quote unquote meat, and for dishes and things like that. So I need to order another one of these fishing thingies from Space IKEA, and I'm thinking because these can be put anywhere, which is great. I just thematically I'll put it round by the lake. But yeah, let's order another. Like I say, order another fishing pod from Space IKEA. Furniture, prefab. I think it comes on. Oh, here we go. Sanguiphage, commonly known as vampires. Oh, a death rest room containing the base. That's not bad. That's actually not. Oh, that's actually. Oh, I'm gonna have the blueprint for that. Yeah, death rest room. Oh, that's not bad. Oh, that could be a really good replacement for I mean, that's about. That's not bad. That is not bad. I mean, I might just use that as a building blueprint for myself, really. Not actually, copy and paste it, just expands and make it look a bit more thing. Okay, we'll keep that. Right, I'm getting distracted. So, trying to think where it was. I think it's under production, and I'm looking for. Oh wow! See, got all the cranes here, the trash compactors, the drop pods. Is it under farms? Or was it on the ones I had to temporarily... I think Farm and Nature? I've got a sneaky feeling it may be on ones I had to take... Oh, no, here it's under... There we go, fishing spot. There we go, it's under recreation. Oh, of course, yes, we need to have the silver, don't we? Around the thingy. It needs to be able to detect it. Right. Where is the silver? We've got silver somewhere, but where is it? It's right over there. Yeah, it's not within range of the beacon. Right, okay, that makes perfect sense. So let's make a little silver thingy, and let's stick it there. There we go. Let's make sure that's set to set to preferred. Right, so once that's built and the silver's moved over there, actually let's oh yeah. Let's actually... I can't figure out why that's there. Okay, let's remove silver from this pile. I don't know why that's... I really don't know. Okay. I'll put up, because this is just a generic storage pile, that's why. There you go, Ulysses. Go in there. Good boy. Military camouflage. Okay, so... What's next? What's going to be researched next? Let's... whatever gets decided, it's going to be researched. Yeah, right, so that's been built. What's been researched? Oh yeah, the gene stuff. I forgot. Right, let's see if that's enough. It was under recreation, wasn't it? Yeah, recreation, fishing spot. Oh god, right, yeah. Oh, it's not quite enough, damn it. I've got the silver, it's just not in the right place. What was that? Storage. Preferred. Okay, yeah, it just hasn't been... There's still some silver over there. That's annoying. Yeah, I think I need some... So I'm just sort of think... I've got like a million ideas going through my head at once right now. I can't think what it is. Oh, yes, that was it. No, it's gone again. Yeah, we need silver. Let's have actually, Newton, I need to borrow you, mate. Let's have you oh, your inventory is full, okay. Right. Oh yes, those glass walls look good. Those glass walls look good. Alright, I need to put some thingies under here though. Yeah, that was a good call with that. A paved tile? It is, right. Yeah, that was a good call, Chris, doing that. Right, so I need to put in... No, I'll wait until the things are in before I put the lighting in. Oh, here we go. Right. So, you can put... Alright, I need to turn this temporarily off for the moment. Because I just remember there's something else I need to do. And it kind of feeds into this. I need to have a nutrient thing going from... I may even make another... I may even make... No, I can't do that. Because whilst you're in here, you need to have nutrient paste, because the person is in there for quite a while as their genes are scanned and things like that. Actually, let's just check to see what that is, because I think I may adjust the settings to closely match the way it was before. So that is the gene extraction vat, and that comes from... Let's do a hard save first, and let's go with New Vegas. Phase 2, I'm going to call it. Because, yeah, Phase 1 is basically done. We've got all the basics now. And now Phase 2 is the expanding on what we've already got. So I think, yeah, Phase 2 sounds good. Right. So, I need... You can have multiple in there, but I need to set up the... More options. And I can't remember what it's called. Now, some of these... Like the work modes, which is more for the mechs. Whilst you're up, so you can see like deep storage, things like this. I'm gonna have to again go through all this. I'll go through this tomorrow. Props, yep. Mechanoids. There is a there's a story associated with these, but again, I'm going to need to sort of look up and go, what does that setting do? Okay, I don't want to change that. Because, you know, if I put everything up to the max, it could completely, and it probably will, crash and cause problems. And we don't want that. So, vanilla vehicles, like handbrake deals damage. No, I don't want that. I like the idea of being able to, like, you know, possibly power slide. The vanilla traits, so if there's any particular traits I didn't want, like for example, Pyromaniac, I could turn that off. It's quite a few traits. I'll keep those. Social interactions, yep. Skills, multiple. Yeah, I think keeping critical passions though, I think it's fine. Otherwise, again, it would just be ridiculous. The fishing, which is basically a chance to get like the special item stuff. Base fishing duration, this is perfectly fine. The events, this is what I was talking about with some of the ones I did not get on with. The Ice Age, Global Warming, Psychic Rain, and Long Night. Yeah, those for me they're just a little bit, even on the lowest base chance. All it needs is to happen once. And these ones here can, from my experience, pretty much kill off your colony if you're unlucky enough to get one of them in the early stages. I do not find that fun at all, so I turn those off. I'm trying to think which one is I think it's genetics. So let's just go gene extractor tiers. Here we go. So Chance to separate the extraction time in hours. I am. All VATs can target specific genes. No. I'll Is this some 192 hours? Let's work something out. So I think that's like 8 days. I think that's 8. I've got a calculator here. Use that. Okay, so yeah, 192 divided by 24 is 8 days, as I thought. Right. So I think what I may do is I may set that down to 1 day, because I feel like 8 days being kept in the pod is a little bit ridiculous. Maybe even 2 days. Yeah, for now I'm just going to set it to 24. For now, I'm going to, again, I'm playing this for fun, to chill. I don't want to be too stressed out when playing the game. But the good thing about that is, if you wanted to take, say, make things a little bit more tricky for you, you can say, right, this takes a week. You can do it. You can set up. Again, not something I personally would do, but I like that it's an option. So yeah, I need to check something about all VATs can target specific genes, whether or not that what do you call it? Whether or not that will affect other stuff. So let's actually have a look at that. Gene tiers. Fine off. RimWorld gene extractor tiers. Here we go. Ah, okay, right, I see. So you can speed it up, but okay. Change percent chance. Now I'll keep the chances. Yeah, I think I am. I'll keep it. You still have to have nutrition whilst they're in there, because that's like a whole day's worth then. Yeah, I think that'll work. Keep the nutrition stuff going. Like that there. Yeah. Right. So let's just say temporarily I'm going to unpause it. Sky, could you turn that off, please? Because what I need to do is, like I say, I need to get, what is it, the nutrient? Pipe. Oh wow, yes, it's oh wow, well yes, it's that's for the plasma generator, isn't it? I'll try what it would come under. Let's have a look under here then. Yeah, we've got the nutrient paste dispenser. Oh, here we go, pipe networks. Here we go. Right, yes, this is what I was looking for. Right, okay. So what I need to do is I need to have yes, the nutrient pipe going into this from there, because we might as well keep it there. Okay. Right, looking at this then, I think what I'm no, because this needs to be in there. Let's actually move this. We keep moving this particular pack all over the place. Right, so let's move that actually back down to there. Okay, yeah, oh yeah, can't do that one. Let's actually move it again temporarily. Just stick it there. I'm going to change this to floors. We're going to go with sterile floor. Change that one. And then what we'll do is we'll have the nutrient pipe going tickety sort of thing. In fact, let's do that. Let's see if we can do that now. Pipe networks, here we go. Transporting the sludge nodes, nutrient paste from grinders and storage vats to dispensers. Ah, right. Machine that synthesizes edible nutrient. Okay, I don't even have to do that too much. Right. No. Keep that on its own thing for feeding the prisoners. Alright, so nutrient paste vats. So they're a big mess, yep. Dripper. Might need to put that in there. Paste feeder. Output as colleagues and citizens to pick up nutrient paste. Okay. Grinder, paste tap. I think what I need is... Right, let's put it in there. Let's have two vats there. Because then you can sort of feed it into that. And then we'll have... space where they occupy. Okay, so it's going to have to be under there. Right. I may have to extend this around it. In fact, looking at that, that might be a good idea. Thinking about it. We'll have like a sec. You know what? Let's have a. Let's see. We've got 1, 2, 3. There we go. We'll have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So they can still come in and do whatever they need to in there. I mean, I'm going to keep this area dark. There's no point in me having lights for here because it's literally just going to be for storing this. To come in, drop it off, and then they can feed it into this. Paste grinder, that's that. Paste tap. Paste small pipe output. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Nutrient based stored in there. Yes, I just need to connect this up to that. Okay. That does make sense. So again, let's just go with regular. Let's have this as concrete actually, because this is just not very nice to look at, but screw it. There we go. This is a basic nutrient based room. Okay. We are getting there. Okay, let's see how we're doing for the batteries and stuff now. Here we go. It has been built. Right. So 800 versus 2000. Okay, so 800 is 16. So it is better to make multiples of those large batteries than it is to make 2 of the small ones. Okay. So this is probably going to go bad, but you know what? Deconstruct those. One, two. Ooh. Oh, yes, of course, because of this bit. Yes, they're chopping down there. All right. Okay, we'll keep those. We'll add on the extra solar panels as and when. Yep, it's like the Jedi. They can be annoying, but they're all right. They're not going to hurt you. Move that to there. And if you can come in, do the bits and pieces, and then pretty much this whole mid area, this area here, with a space along the outside, allowing people to go down into the abomination rooms. I mean, if need be, I can always add like an extra door there if it gets a bit too annoying. How's this going? Slowly, very slowly. Like, let's put some more grass on there. Actually, now that that's been rebuilt over. There we go. So yeah, I'm fully not expecting this to take forever. This will just be like whenever you've got time type thing. You know what? Let's actually get rid of this zone here. We don't need that because we have shame corner over here. All right. Okay, so let's then reinstall that, and if we put that right smack there, then if we need to, we can just have like one coming through that wall, one coming through that wall feeding into it. In fact, actually, that sounds like a good idea. Let's get that ready. There we go. Oh, this is probably going to need some power as well, isn't it? Hidden conduits, as per normal. Okay, so, yep, what I'm going to need to do is... Can I... nutrient paste grinder. Oh, I need the hoppers. Right, okay. That's the vat. Right, so hoppers. Okay, so yeah, that's how it works. Let's put in one hopper there. One hopper there. There we go. And yeah, it's the hoppers I set. There we go. That's what I want. So let's set those to, let's link clear all for now, and do the same as the other one with oh, that's a good point actually. Yeah, because it has to use nutrient stuff. So let's go with fish actually. Because we're going to be building up a big stockpile of fish. So yeah, let's put the raw fish in there as well. Garden fish, not the canned fish though, not the canned ones. So this will take the fish for a while, and then once this is like fully stocked up, then it will just keep it in there until it needs it. So, oh, that's point. Yes. Now, how much steel do we have? There we go. Okay, so we now have enough to order the second fishing pod from Space IKEA. It was under recreation. Yep. There we go. Right. So let's have Jisoo. If you could deploy that. Now this is going to be, ignoring these 3 boxes here, this is going to be about the same size as that. So let's put it there for now, and then I can always adjust it afterwards. Things like this. I don't need to have those there. Actually, let's deconstruct those 2 for now. Then we can have one per fishing thing there. Right, now this will take up... Oh, spot on! Oh, yeah, that's exactly where I want to go, but I'm probably going to have to get rid of those trees. Maybe not. Okay, job done. Right, so let's move... reinstall that there. And that was basically exactly where I wanted it. Let's set this up as a fishing zone, because you have to declare fishing okay here. So now, well, anybody who's got the fishing thing set, and it includes the drones and things like that as well. Once I'm gonna skip tier 4, and just go straight to tier 5. Anyone who's got like the fishing stuff done. So let's put anybody who's got the passion for it, put it on 4, because it just makes sense for me to do that. Yeah, put you on. Yeah, put everyone on 4. Not for you. Newton, yep, you can go on that. Mary, yep. You know what? Yeah, there we go. So basically, they can take turns, and I mean, I could use these fishing traps, but actually, you know what? I'll just keep those there for now. There we go. So any fish will come out, be put in here. Also, as well, there's a 10% chance per fishing event of there being a non-fish item. Sometimes it'll be poop. Sometimes it'll be something really nice. to the point it's worth doing it. Oh, can I put the point actually? Can I put? Oh, I can't put corpses in here. Oh, damn it! Oh well. No nutrient store. Once I get some nutrient paste stored in the network, I know this is all working. Then I'll turn the gene extraction vat back on. Oh, okay, yeah. So in the network I can use, actually let's just clear all, like I say, we're going to go with fish. Fish. Not canned fish. We can deep fried fish if we want. Did I put a power grid? I can't remember. You know what, let's just pop it over to here as well. So we've got enough. Ah, yeah, because it's not connected here. Right, okay, that makes sense. I could just put like more storage vats in there if this gets too filled. You know what, I may even have this feed into this. Yeah, that might work. I might be able to have that feed into here. So that it's like the nutrient stuff is all made in one location, but then it's fed out to the places where it's needed. Yeah, here makes sense because it's like, say, genetics. You know, you can't really feed them one day thing, but you can have them like in the feeding tubes. Nobody, I'm gonna pretend I didn't do that. Okay, so yeah, it takes up a fair amount of power, but you know that's okay. Yeah, that's all right. Okay, so yes, there is enough being stored in there. Okay, that's working. That is actually working. How much does this store? So 10 meals. That's 75 meals per vat. So that's like what, 150 meal stored between those two? Yeah, that'll do. Right, okay. Let's turn this back on, which it already is. All right. Who should we have first? Who should we put in first? We can't have our vampire boy because he's currently in cryo sleep. Let's see if he's got any interesting genomes. Let's go. Actually, you know what? Let's go with Jisoo, because this will be interesting. Yeah, this will be interesting to see. Will mean our research slows down for a couple of days. Let's see how this works. There you go. It's like blah, 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 blah. There we go. Now I believe if you try and put them into a thing whilst their genes are regrowing, it can kill them. But obviously, you know, it's again, whilst genes can reassert themselves, you know, back to, strangely, it's a very odd phenomena. But it can literally happen. If you have gene therapy, your original genes can basically just go, nope, we're not having that. It's odd, but it's also quite fascinating. It's as if the body's going, hang on, that ain't right. So I suppose it's kind of to represent that, really. Then they're regrowing to a stage when things are more stable. So it's, again, you know, with games like this, you have to suspend your disbelief a little bit. Okay. Right. So, how are we doing on the research? Right. All right. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to have to let that research. But we technically have a functioning genetics lab right now. So yeah, they're going to be in there for a day. And that's going to take, looks like, there's 10 nutrition stored in the pod, and it takes 3 per day. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be more than enough. And they are in there for another 22 hours. This is really good. I'm definitely liking this, because once this is filled up, these hoppers will fill up, and then it'll create a buffer then. So yeah, we've got like 15 meal. Yeah, this is great. This is fantastic. Then I will have to figure out how to get the pipe going from there to there. In fact, actually, what I may do is I'm going to deconstruct one of the hoppers. Let's deconstruct this bottom one. So if need be, we can then have it coming up through here, maybe through the wall, or something like that. So yeah, deconstruct that one. Shuttle has arrived for Marcos. Okay, Marcos. I mean, you've been actually quite an amicable guest. It's been a pleasure having you. Especially with your, I'm going to call that a beret. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's a beret. But yeah, if you could get in the shuttle, it's time for you to go back home with your family. I think I need to put a cleaning Roomba in here at some point. This place is messy. Okay. Bye-bye. Alright. We've done the thing. There we go. Relations with the Shattered Empire have changed. Wow. He was so impressed. 83% of the time, we got a bonus of 13 to our goodwill with the Shattered Empire. All because we let him just go and like bimble around, do what he wants. The Replimat, he can have whatever he wanted to eat. There was a few things in there where he could, study and learn and do other bits and pieces. We just let him do what he wanted. He didn't harm anyone. We've just hit max goodwill with the Shattered Empire. Very nice. There we go. Right, how's the slowly. It's slowly. Yeah, these are ongoing things. Same for that. Same for that. We'll replace those when we can. Ooh. Oh yes, this is yeah, this is there was I forgot we had a hunting party allowed on here. Yeah, they made a bit of a mess, but it's not too bad. Yeah, I need to make a gift from the Jedi Enclave. Ooh, Rhydonium powder. Thank you. So geothermal one. Yeah, we need to work on what have we got? Yeah, don't want a tier 2. Don't want tier 2. Yeah, I'm going to queue up one of these. I'm not expecting them to do it, but I just want to have it queued up so it's ready. Omnibot. Where was it? Yeah, we see we don't even have the yeah, we could do tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. We obviously have to learn tier 4, but for the robot matrix, the brain, I'm just going to go to tier 5. We'll wait. We can wait. Let's deconstruct that for a moment, actually. How's this doing? This is doing... Okay. Hey! Opori has achieved their inspiration. Aspiration of get inspiration. There we go. Nice. We'd like to cook at least 50 meals. Alright, good for him. Pari, you know what? Want to cook some meals, mate? Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. Why are lentils being... There's a bag of lentils up on the... You know what? Fine. I'm not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. Let's just shrink that zone down, actually. I want this just to be a storage area for bamboo. I think let's try and think. What would be a good thing to help grow to put into the nutrient stuff, like the rice. We need a rice thingy. We need another rice. We've got a rice field there. Interesting. Why does that have a slower... okay, I might make another rice field, actually. Question is where? I don't know, we'll see if we need it. We'll see if we need it. How's our Illithid doing? Okay, they got another 15 hours in the pod. Alright. Yeah. Note to self, move the Star Wars mod that does that to the bottom of the list. It's amazing at how much sorting out the mod order can really change, like the loading time and sort out technical issues. Okay, so yeah, I won't add any more of these in until this is all filled up. How's the research for this going? Slow, because our main researcher is, yeah, is basically having their genes extracted, so yeah, that's kind of... Oh, melee frenzy, coating, okay. Okay. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Trying to think. Oh, wow. Okay, everyone's working on the garden now. Wow, this is this is good. There we go. Yep. Was not expecting this. Especially because no, yeah, they're working through the projects and stuff that they do. Yeah, which makes sense. I think this will give them experience, but it's like really minor, like 1 experience point per square or something. Plus, I found out there is actually a cap to how much a pawn can learn on a day. You know, it makes sense. Their brains get frazzled, which is why having mods that genes and traits which basically increase their learning speed helps a lot. Right, so now that's been taken apart, let's put the next one there. Right, so that's that one being built. That's going to give us even more power. Speaking of, they haven't been just broken down yet. Okay, yep, that's all there. That's there. Yep, that's there. That's been there. Yep. So yeah, we'll keep the canned fish for basically any meals. But anything else will go into like the nutrient pods and other whatchamacallits over here. So let's see. How many have we got stored in there? 26 meals. Okay, so you've got 9 hours left on that. I mean, I've got enough space. I could put another extraction pod there and another extraction pod there. Because they take up 3. But, yeah, I'm going to reinstall that. Space already occupied. Oh, of course, yes. That's the bench, isn't it? Yes, that's the bench where that goes. All right, I remember now. So let's pop that. So yeah, so I was going to put like the little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as long as I keep, you know what? Let's actually put a chair there to remind me. Let's give him a nice. Do we have like an office chair? Just a normal store dining. I don't want a dining chair. No, I don't want a dining chair. I want like an office chair or something that looks like it would be. You can't really have like a dining chair in a lab. I mean, kind of a retro armchair. That would be hilarious, just having an armchair there. Oh dear, that'd be. I'd make myself laugh. Oh, it's just. Yeah, let's just put a... Yeah, let's put an ironwood regular chair there for now. Okay, how long has he got? 8 hours. Oh, there we go. So we are getting research. It's just obviously a lot slower. Like I said, our main boy's main girl, not misgender. She is... I said a female human. No, she's... Well, this is basically humanoid. It really is. So we've already got brittle bones and insanity blast. So depending upon how effective this pod has worked, it should get between 1 and 3. I think it is depending upon how lucky we are of each of one of these. We'll see. And that's basically the reasons why I picked Jisoo, is because she's got lots of genes that we don't have. I mean, obviously we've got our vampire boy over there. We've got there. I'm trying to see if I've got anyone who's non-baseline, apart from Jisoo, Newton. I want this icon change, like xenotype. I've got a feeling these are all going to be baseline humans. Yeah. There's no reason why I'm going to have to do expeditions out to, gene labs and places like that. Or, get lucky and find an archive capsule which will replace the genomes of one of them. Question is who? Who will I give it to? There we go. Genome combinate and duplicate. There we go. Right. So I can at least put that down. So genetics. There we go. The genome recombinator, specialized extraction module that is equipped to extract the genomes from a subject's core. Oh dear. Completely useless by itself. Yeah, but let's put that. Yeah, because this is going to be the lab. This is going to be where the babies are grown. And this is going to be where the genes are stored. So, thinking about that, actually, what I will need to do, I've suddenly remembered that, I need to make sure that this is basically like a fridge or freezer. This room needs to be cold because the genomes and the gene packs can be, they can go whiffy. So, looking at temperature, I want a frozen column. Yep, and yep, there we go. Smack in the middle, and that will cover all of that room, plus a little bit over here as well, quite nicely. Plus, also it will give off a bit of light as well. Actually, think about that. Actually, I'm going to cancel that. I'm going to move that. Yep, I'm going to move that actually to there. So then I can have one of the light thingies, one of these basically. The light column can go behind that. And I think I'll probably have one of those is a frozen column. You can, I think, use it to heat things up. I think. Basically, it's a temperature regulation thing. So let's just see, looking at this. Oh, I think that's not too bad. Yeah. That's like a big cooler, keeps the room temperature perfect for fridges, right. So I think you can have a heat-based one as well, but let me just look. Oh, yes, because that's the thing with these utility columns. They are, they have like multiple uses, like light, temperature, there's like the stun one, for example. Like that. So if anyone does break out, it's like... So yeah, let's put one in those. Those I may even set it to like temperature mode though, because obviously I want to keep the gestation room a... What's what I'm looking for? Constant temperature. There we go. Rain fart. Right. Speaking of, probably going to be a good idea for me to maybe... what's the word? Try and make something like this. So what's that? That's an animal flap? Yeah, because that allows animals to move through it. So then, yeah, the animals can go into these bits, but they can't go through those doors. So if I want them to go out here, yeah. Now, I'm not going to do exactly like this, because obviously that just wouldn't be practical. But something like that. There'll be like a little grassy, a little sort of sleepy area like here, and then like a grass area for them to come out. Maybe have some hay, things like that. Okay. So actually, thinking about that, I'm gonna want no. Yeah, let's have one door there. And then we'll have that going out to just to there, because I like the fact that it's there. Just there. And then we'll have a gap. These gaps are going to be where the animal flaps go. Yeah, flap there, flap there, flap there. In fact, actually, let's just copy that over from there. So this will be specifically, let's say, where the genetic creations shall go. Obviously, I want them to be able to go out into this. So what I will probably do is, obviously, I'll copy one of those. Yeah. Actually, I can't do that because there's not a wall there for now. So yeah, let's copy that. Yeah, let's copy that over to there, and that keeps things all nicely done. And then there we go. And then here, yeah, let's put some fertile soil down. This also acts as a backup for the hay as well. Oh, what I do need to do is put like a kibble feeder as well. So I'll probably put that in the middle there, so the animals can come out, things like that. Yeah, I'm getting organised. This is scary. Right, so till soil just to make it grow a little bit faster, and yeah, we'll put a kibble feeder in there as well, because that. If I do need to regulate their temperature because they've got some weird genetic mutation going on, then fine. Put a copy of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Put it there. Yeah. Good. Oh no, hang on. No. What I can do, cancel that. There we go. Then I can build a copy of that there. Cancel that one. Build a copy of that, and there we go. It doesn't make my brain itch when it's off-centered. It's not OCD, because I really don't like it when people say, oh, that picture's off-centered, as making my OCD flare up. No. That's not OCD. Real OCD is not a pleasant thing to have. I personally know somebody who has it, and they said that, yeah, it freaking sucks. Like, they have to, like, check like, whenever they leave, like, their house, they have to check, like, the door, like, 5 times. And it's like, he said, yeah, it's otherwise they start getting like really anxious and panicky. It's not a great thing to have. So that's why I'm not saying OCD for this, but I find things being symmetrical to be aesthetically pleasing. Yeah. Right, so that's being built. Once that's been built, I can then, I may even move these walls in. No, I'll keep it like that, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, if I do, I'll probably move it into there, then move that so it's more centralised again. But like I say, this will be where they will rest. This will like the little resting areas. No, actually, let's copy some of those. Let's put them up here for now. And if I need more than 8, Okay, so I think in here, I think I need to put in here, let's have some straw matting. And then if I need to, I can put in here a, you know, like a temperature regulator or something like that. But I think here I will probably make a, what do you call it? Clear roof or something like that, so that you know, the hay, basically what I've got here that allows the grass to grow and stuff like that. I may remove the roof. Wow, remove the roof. There we go. I am struggling with words. Right, yes, that's going to be doing that. The research is being done. How's I've got 6 hours left. Oh, yeah, because I had it paused. Yeah, having this as a hayfield as well will also help with the nutrient vats, I think, and stuff like that. And then if I do need to get them out of here, I will just put in a like another door. But actually, that actually sounds like a good idea, because then people can go in, animals won't. Basically like that. Yeah, see, look. Valentino. See, Fuchsia goes through, goes out, nom 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 nom, comes back in. This is just plain grass, this is hay. So they've got plenty of food, they've got kibble, they've got room temperature, they've got light. Hello, there's a cat. Hi, kitty cat. Oh wow, it's half. Wow, I should have guessed. You turn up about 8:30. You do like your schedule. You really do like your routine, don't you? Like, I'm not kidding. It was like about 10:30 this morning. I'm just sitting doing some work. She comes walking into the bedroom where my computer is, and just sort of sits in the middle of the floor and goes really loud meows, like to get my attention. Like, she didn't jump on my desk or anything. It's just like, Father, what? It is time for the kitty treats. And I was like, what are you talking? Oh, because I normally do it about sort of 10:30, because it's gives me an excuse to stand up from the computer, stretch my legs, and so I'm not staring at a monitor all day. And yeah. Oh, there we go. Tar-like blood got extracted from Jisoo. Okay. Ooh, interesting. You know what? I don't want you to stay in there, Jisoo. Oh yeah, because they will stay in there until oh yeah, they will stay in there. Cancel the extraction. There we go. How are you doing? Okay, they're actually in. Oh yeah, the genes. Okay, so I can't use Jisoo again for another basically 10 days. That's not bad. That's not bad. So it's probably got to do to probably have someone in there and to keep them in there if they've got lots of funky genes that I want. Actually, what I'll do is, if before you go, could you kindly put your genome away? That would be, thank you. That would be grand. So now, when I click on this, so we have. You can see how we're now starting to very slowly. Obviously, I can then buy genomes from traders, from volunteers, stuff like that. Hello. I know you have been very good today. I've been very happy with your behaviour. You've not been pestering me. I know. One thing that does make me laugh, she did it again today, doesn't do it all the time, and it is something I kind of encourage, is a few people have said that if you have a pet and you want them to, you want to know what they're wanting for, if they are sitting by something and they're meowing at you, like by their bowl, chances are they want food. And yet she was sitting by her milk bowl and literally was just like, looking at the bowl, looking at the fridge, because she knows where I keep the kitty juice. I'm not saying the M word, because otherwise she'll think she'll get some. And looking at the bowl, looking at the fridge, looking at me as if she was going, "Do you see the problem here?" Who's trained who? That's what I want to know. There we go. Oh wow, that's actually that's gone quite well. Got a wild turkey there. Wild, bloody livid. I missed not the 9 o'clock news. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to upgrade the hospital at some point, but that's gonna take a lot of silver. So, ooh, gift from the strong kinship, and they gave us a militia helmet. Okay. Alright. Yeah, we've got the gene thing basically up and running. You've got the gene recombinator. That's being done. Yeah, things. We are starting to make progress on it. I got a sneaking suspicion though with the with these. I think the way they work is the sorry, it's over here it should be, because this is the gene bank. I know. It's just, I have to keep them separately because these use like gene capsules, whereas these use more like genomes. It's because they're two different systems, but they kind of work in tandem. So kind of don't, because one's like an official DLC, one's a fan thing. So, but they are kind of compatible, kind of. All right, let's have some power, because we need to power this thing as well, and because that needs to go through the grids, because that's how the replicator system works. There we go. Oh, I'm an idiot. What's the problem here? Can you see what the problem is with these wind turbines? Can you see what the issue is? It's something I've not done. Yeah. It's something I have not done. Now, for those of you who can't wondering what I'm talking about, the blue lines represent the power conduits. So as you can see, the solar panels automatically have them installed. The generators up here, automatically part of them. So that anything that requires a power supply can be, plugged in like next to it, and you don't have to worry about conduits. Makes sense. However, there is a problem. I've had these here for about 3 or 4 in-game months. I've not had them connected to the power grid. They've just been sitting here doing nothing, basically. Because I'm an idiot. There we go. So look. 3 of them almost fully charged. But no, let's just cancel that for a moment. 3 of them have, almost full power, doing nothing since the day they were installed. Yeah, right, okay. Right, so yes, I need to create, actually, I am a nightling is hunting. Oh, no, we are not having that. We are not having a nightling hunting my kitty cat. Who's our main? This is going to be Cersei, isn't it? Okay. Yes, it's got to she's a. Oh, yep, the electro room to next thing. Oh, this is good. That's a drop. This is another reason why I want to get mechs as well, because mechs can maybe go on patrols and do combat. They're like the next stage up from the drones, but they're not quite at the androids. So it's basically like different levels of control. Basically, androids are they're like artificial pawns, but they are obviously, you know, you can't breed them, but you can upgrade them and things like that. And if you keep them active for long enough, they can become awakened and they can start to learn new things and stuff like that. It's a really fascinating way of doing it, because we can then go from drones to mechs to androids, who are basically the same, you know, in some regards worse, some regards better than your regular pawns. Then we can have, you know, genetically enhanced creatures. Then we can have, you know, the Space Marines, the Primaris, the Custodes, Primarchs. We got a lot of stuff we can do, assuming we can get there. Yeah, and I need to really sort this out, because yeah. Yeah, see, where's oh, there she goes. Yeah, let's go for aim shot. This one, this one. Do I have it? Do I have ammo? Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. Let's use some psychic powers on them. There we go. Yeah, Cersei's going to get damaged because she has no armor. Okay, that didn't go well. That went very bad. That went very, very bad. Okay. No, I'm not going to reload. And she dies, obviously. Tank. This. Zane. Who's got the weapon? Here we go. Zane. Yeah, Jisoo, can you stabilize Cersei, please? There we go. Although this thing is going to bleed out. Oh! Oh, it's shooting spines at him. I wonder what that was. Oh yeah, I legit wondered what they were doing then. All right. There we go. There we go. Job done. Medical emergency. Right, Jisoo, can you sorry, 1 second. She's bleeding out in like 8 seconds. No, I'm not having that. No, that's a reload. Not having that. Not having that at all. Especially when we've got like a regeneration pod right up the north there. That's literally what it's for. So yeah, I think next week is going to be when I start working on weapons and armor. Specifically armor. Because our squad they're getting squished really easily. The weapons aren't too much of a problem, but they are getting squished. So yeah, next time I think I'm going to put that in the save name once I get back into it. That'll remind me. I will call it armor and weapons. You know what? Specifically armor. And yes, of course, I will be using the British spelling of armour. I say that because I once had someone really get on my back because in one of my products that I made for D&D, I was spelling armour the British way, ARMOUR, rather than the Americanized way, which is ARMOR. And I mean, they were getting really aggressive with it, and to the point where I'm like, what country am I from? Like, because not every country in the world spells it that way. Yeah. And like, never got a reply. It did make me giggle. Again, pop one of those there. So let me just check how's this going down here. So yeah, that's being rebuilt, so I didn't lose too much. Yeah, that's kind of over there. Stanley, mate, you look like you've. Yeah, you don't have any. You don't have a t-shirt on. You're walking around with your bare chest. I mean, he seems happy with it. So, I mean, rebuffed by Celius twice. Yeah, you think after the first one it would just be like, she's not interested. Yeah. Or as the Scots say, are we in... Wow, I can actually understand that. Are we in Bayahid? Or as we say south of the border, please do go away and boil your head. Seriously, Scottish swearing is on a whole nother level. It's amazing. Yeah. That's the thing. It's one of those, when you first read it, you're like, what the heck are they saying? And then you're like, you say it as it's being read, like, and like, wait a minute, did he just? The Scottish martial art is ballistic swearing. Yes, I will fully agree with that. Yes, it's like a thing of beauty. Having a Scottish person swearing, and like, I remember I was watching High Rollers once, which is a UK-based actual play RPG show, and one of the regular players on that, there was a black belt in it. I do have very distant relatives who live in Scotland, so we have visited them a couple of times. Granted, that was when I was like, in single digits, so it's been quite a while since I've been north of the border, but I like to think subconsciously I've picked up on how to understand the lingo at some level. But go back to what I was saying about High Rollers. One of the regular characters on that, Katie, she's Scottish, and she's one of those sort of ones that when she gets pissed off, like in character pissed off sort of thing, her Scottishness comes through. And if she's exaggerating for comedic effect, and it's like something will happen, and she'll go like, "Oh, that's disgusting," with a really thick. Basically, the more angry she gets, and she doesn't really get that angry. If she does, she's putting it on as a joke. It becomes more and more obvious what part of the country she comes from. And every time she does it, it just makes me giggle immaturely. It's like there's probably about 90% of the people watching this who did not understand what she just said. The rest of us are giggling. And it's like I knew someone who came from South Africa, and again, the more pissed off he got, the more his Afrikaans accent would come out. It was hilarious. It was just like stressed. The accent would get thicker and thicker and thicker. Like, and if he was speaking like pure Afrikaans, we'd be like, "Yeah, dude is really friggin' angry." For whatever reason. oh, okay, I know what. It doesn't need to do any of this. Let's just cancel those. Because they can't get to them. What was I doing? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, we need to work on armor. Oh wow, 100%. 240 silver as a gift from the Strong Kingship. Thank you very, very much. That is very helpful. So yeah, ironically at the moment, we're kind of back to where we were at the beginning. We are lacking certain resources, the more organic ones, to feed into the nutrient vats, to feed into everything else. But the important stuff is getting this fully charged up. So I may make another one of these as well, just to get it. What's it? In here. Same for over here. We also need to get people growing again. We need to make some drones. I'm trying to think what drones can do. I think it's kitchen drones. Builder. Yeah, I think it's kitchen bots that can do plant growing. Yes, okay. So I think we need to make a tier 3 grower kitchen bot. Yes, we've got to make it. Yeah. There we go. Yes, we've got the crafter. We've only got the. Yeah, we need to make a tier 3 kitchen bot. Okay. So. Yeah, so we'll make a tier 3 one of those. And we need to have. I think we've got a intermediate robot matrix already. Let's have a look on. I think that's it in there. Yeah, there we go. So we don't even need to make another one. We can just use what's already there. So we'll set that up. Tier 3 kitchen bots. We don't even have to make components. It's literally just a matrix, which requires some plasteel, which I know we've got about 3,000 of. Oh, 850. Okay, yes. So we need to lay down another thing for plasteel, I think. Or at least get this stuff hauled away. Yeah. Yeah, we need to get this hauled urgently, I think. Yeah, in fact, let's mark this as haul urgently. Then it'll go, because it's not in a storage zone. It's it doesn't count these, which is so, yeah, because we're moving everything over here over to there. Right. So we're getting close to the wrapping up time. So for tomorrow, for Friday, we are on the Bring Your Own Copy watch along chat and reaction. We are continuing our watch of Spy Family or Spy X Family, however it's done. I think Spy Family is the official way of doing it. I think that's how they pronounce it in Japan, but I think I might be wrong. So it's going to be 4 more episodes of that, and season 1, and I can't remember what episode it's in. I think it might be episode 9 or episode 10, when another major character turns up who is just going to be. It's such a good show, isn't it? Yeah. I think we'll keep watching the 4 episodes until we get to the last like episodes 21 onwards, because there is I'll say that now before I forget. Because there's 25, so it makes sense to have those 5 in one hit sort of thing, and then we can go on to the next week watching the first block of season 2. I think the ones I've got access to at the moment, I think it's just the first half of season 2, so it's only going to be 12 episodes until the next batch come on. But we'll keep that on there, we'll keep that ready for like whenever it goes on. Or and maybe if I get a bit flush with cash, I may stump up a Crunchyroll subscription for a couple of months again. And then after that, once which will be in quite a few weeks, obviously. Once that one's done, then we'll be going on to One Punch Man, because that is really frigging ridiculous, and it is also another highly amusing show. But as I say, I have to keep repeating that it is a ridiculous show, because the amount of people who did not get that it's kind of like a joke / satire of other animes where the hero's ridiculously overpowered. He beats the boss with literally one punch. There's other people who in the squads who have all, should we say, exaggerations of anime tropes. Like there's one who is the loyal sidekick who is pretty much indestructible. There's like a superpower psychic who, again, ridiculously overpowered. Like there's villains, antagonists, monsters, other ridiculousness. If you accept it for being over the top and know what you're getting into, it is freaking brilliant. But the amount of people who didn't, when it first came out, who did not get that was the point of it in the manga. It is taking the things like the ridiculous fights in Dragon Ball, the over the top villains who announce what they're about to do before they punch them and things like that. It takes that and just cranks it up to an 11. And I really freaking love that they do that, which is why it's such a contrast to Spy Family. And again, I still cannot believe how much I freaking loved that show from, I think it was episode 1. No, not episode 1, sorry, episode 2, I think it was. Yeah, it was episode 2, not episode 1. Because when I try and watch a new show, I always try and give it 3 episodes before I make my decision whether or not I'm going to continue watching it. Because the first episode is normally the pilot, and that can sometimes be a little bit different, a little bit rough compared to the other stuff. But it's normally around sort of episode 2 or 3. By that point, you will know if you like that show or not. But then you've given it a fair shot, and if you don't like it after 3 episodes, you're never going to like it. And for me, it was when Yor was introduced and everything else like that. I mean, Anya was just like, oh my god, she's so freaking adorable. But then when they brought in Yor, I'm like, this show's going to be disturbingly wholesome, isn't it? Yeah. And then episode 4, hello, I know. And episode 4 came along, and that just cemented everything, especially when she beat up that cow. That was just like, that. I don't think I've laughed so much at something like that, because it was just so, she went so dramatic, assassin anime pose, 3-point punch, chi punch on the cow, and the others in the background just went, you know what? We just saw what they did to Jeff. We're going to go back to the, you're good, you're all right, we're good. And just like back away, and I was like, this is going to be one of those sort of shows. And I freaking loved it ever since. But all I will say is, without any spoilers, because we're not at home to Captain Spoiler. I know. There's some really good episodes coming up. Really good. Right, I'm going to save before I forget. So, yes, New Vegas. This is going to be armor and weapons, because we need the shooties, the stabbies, and the protections. So, I may play this save over the weekend, because I'm going to be testing out and trying out a couple of new mods, settings, and things like that. So it may be very slightly different when you log back in on Tuesday. If I do, it'll probably only be like 5 minutes just to make sure the mods are working okay, because I have my off-stream save, and that is ridiculous. But for now, this is going to be me done for today. But if anyone can join us for the Bring Your Own Copy of Spy Family Season 1 tomorrow, then please join us. We will more than welcome. If not, I will see everyone next week. Bye-bye. Once I can get past the cat to push the button. Find your button.